Welcome back to episode 4 of my Star Ruler 2 Let's Play. Well, in this episode, we are going to continue leveling up my planet, my home planet, and start producing a fleet. Now, I have spent my name planet card, and I named my homeworld Odin. And that allowed me to have an increased maximum population and an increased labor production. I am going to spend my name flagship card eventually when I produce a Titan ship. But for now, we're going to hold on to it. Also, I wanted to speak very briefly about these anomalies or artifacts. So this one, for example, Comet, I don't know if I can use it since it's not within my zone of control, but it says it's available, so I may be able to use it if I have the energy, which I do not. I only have 0 energy. What a comet allows you to do is add water to a planet. So for example, this planet, it requires water and food to level up. If I did not have any water resources, I could activate this comet and give that planet permanent water. Now what I really like about the game is everything is instantaneous, which is nice. Some people might not like that. Some people might want more your actions to take some time to come into effect. But I kind of like how it's instantaneous. So, and for now, I'm going to unpause and let the water and the food planets become colonized so that I can export them to my level 2 planet. You can see the remnant fleet is firing upon the colony ships, but it's not going to have an effect. Remnant fleets cannot take over planets, so if you can skirt around them and colonize your planets, then it's pretty useful. Okay, so the water has finished. We're going to export water to here. And looks like a scout ship, an orange scout ship has entered our system. I should be doing something with this scout ship. I will in a minute. And that one. After this food resource finishes. I wonder if nothing's making it because the Revenant fleet has started to focus on it. We'll see. No, they'll make it. You can see the blue line will slowly tick. Okay. Let's work with my scouts real fast. I'll send you, so 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, about. Okay, food finished, so we're going to export it. Okay, now this resource will start being produced, medicines, when this planet reaches level 2, and in order to get that, I need to first get to level 1, which will require 2 population. Okay, so things are going pretty smooth. I have queued up a heavy carrier. It's going to take a little bit longer. And this planet has started to produce support ships, gunships, missile boats, beam ships, because they have produced bases due to the importing of explosives. And the planet should also be producing extra money. They're building banks, markets. Okay. This is all automated, so the AI will automatically build bases, markets, and cities. You can build buildings if you want, but I haven't found a use for it yet. Actually, this is very nice. I never even noticed this, but apparently you can build farms and hydro generators on your planets if you don't have any food or water resources available. Except they're very expensive. So it's better to try and find the planet. Okay, we can see green zone of control, so they have a level 3 planet and a level 2 planet. We have a level 3 planet. I'm sorry, ours is on level 2. We'll have a level 2 planet in a minute. Okay, so he has leveled up to level 1, and in order to get to level 2, see, I made contact with the other AI. So we should have made contact with all the AI, and I'm in last place. I figured that might be the case. So it looks like this AI is peaceful, and they have very strong political presence. This AI has a very strong fleet presence. Our fleet presence will increase very fast. Our influence, not so much. We might be slow to gain influence. Okay. Let's see. So we need to level this planet up in order to produce medicines. So we need a food resource and a tier 1 resource. We can use this remnant force is destroying the civilian ships. So I'm going to have to take that out eventually. Sooner than later. So we need a food resource, and it looks like we're using all of them up. I don't think there were any remnant forces here, so we're going to colonize that. That'll give us a food resource. We also need another tier 1 resource, and we can get titanium from there. Let's get it from here. I'm going to go here. Okay. And I do remember, in order to level up, in order to be able to use this resource, it's going to need to be level 1, which is going to need more food and water. So I'm also going to colonize this food. And where's another water resource? Here, but I can't remember if there were remnant forces. Okay. Is he still FTL? No. So it looks like purple and green are fighting each other, which is good. Green is trying to take over this purple planet. But that could be bad. That could mean they're headed for me next. And green is very powerful. Most powerful. So we're just waiting to colonize titanium and a water resource and another food resource. So, as you can imagine, this can get pretty complex. I do need a water resource, and I think I can make it. I can't take these out yet. I need to get a fleet. Should be soon. 3 minutes. So I'm just going to try and colonize this water resource here. Looks like an enemy built a reactor core in my system. I can destroy that if I want to. Probably should. It gives them 36 energy per minute, which is very nice. I have 22 per minute. I'm not actually sure where that's coming from. It might be coming from here. So this planet has geothermal vents, and oh, it's also blockaded. Oh yeah, because of the remnant forces. So I will need to take those out first, probably. That'll be my first thing to take out. My tier 1 resource is almost finished, but I need a food and a water. Let's see, unused resources. A water resource. No, materials, I'm not there yet. Food. Where's this planet? Okay, so I'm going to export that food to here. And once this water finishes... Oh, where's the water? Oh, the water's here. Okay. I'll export this food here because it needs it in order to level up. It needs a food resource. Okay. It automatically creates these nice little lanes of travel for civilian ships. So all I'm waiting on is this planet to be colonized, and I'll be able to get the tier 1 resource, and then the tier 1 resource I'll be able to export to the tier 2 planet, which I'll then be able to export to my home planet. And I do have this economic materials being unused. Resources. I don't know why it's not being used. I'm pretty sure I built something there. I have to import them. It looks like it's already being used. But it doesn't show up here. Let me try clicking import. Okay, now it's being used. So increase my population by 2. Heavy carrier will be finished soon. And it will pick up the ships here automatically. We'll get into that very shortly. Okay, so they have a fleet. Fairly weak fleet. Let's see, let's finish exploring here. So you can see I'm here, green's here, purple's here. Purple looks like might die off soon. So let me pause real fast and we can see that this AI has purchased negotiate cards. And, you know, that could give you an idea like, oh, they might cast a vote soon. Haven't seen any votes yet. So when that comes, we'll speak about it. Okay. Still have a weak fleet. It's getting up there, though. Okay, did that water finish? This water finished, so I'm going to export it to the tier 1. Now, the tier 1 is now producing titanium. However, it needs 2 population. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to queue it up for export. And then I'm going to queue this up for export so I don't have to worry about it. When this population grows to 2, it'll export to here. And when this population grows to 6, I believe, it'll export here. We'll check back on that in a minute. Oh, it looks like there's a tear. So if I wanted to travel from here to here very fast, I could. Without using FTL. Just go through the tear. I do have a good amount of influence. I could spy, I could claim an artifact. Right now I'm just gonna build it up. If I see any negotiate cards, I'm gonna purchase them. So my fleet finished building, and let's go into fleets very fast. Let's see. Yes, I do have time. So my fleet, you can zoom out and it'll show the ship image where you can zoom in closer, and if you click it'll just select the whole thing. If you zoom in even closer you can select individual units. But the fleet is controlled by the capital ship, and the capital ship is a heavy carrier, and he has 7 missile boats, 2 gunships, 8 beam ships, and 27 heavy gunships. This is the supply, the health, and the strength. And what you can do with these fleets are manage support groups. So right now I have it to autofill, which means the fleets will automatically pick up support ships from nearby planets. So that's why they automatically went to the fleet. You can have it auto buy, which means if you ever enter into a system that has production, it'll build ships automatically for you and send it to your fleet. Now right now it only has a capacity of 256, and it's about halfway there. I do have quite a bit of money to spend, so I'm going to add support groups. It looks like I already have all the types. So I'm just going to add more. I have enough heavy gunships. Missile boats are very nice for range, so I'm going to add 20 ranged, 20 missile boats, and that'll cost 72,000 with a 0 upkeep. Okay, so you can see that I increased it to 304. Bean ships, let's add in 15. Build. Regular gunships, they're not as strong as heavy gunships, obviously, but you still want some of them for combined forces. Regular gunships are faster. We can actually go see what it looks like. So a regular gunship, as opposed to a heavy gunship, you can already see the size difference, but a regular gunship just has a railgun, a rocket engine, while the heavy gunship has 2 railguns and 2 engines. These are just the default designs. Okay. Pause the game, and it'll automatically produce ships from the home planet. I don't think it'll say here, but you'll see the numbers. Actually, you see it going into there. You'll see it fill up. So I did request 25, and now it's down to 17. Let's produce more missile boats. This is going to be a very long-range support fleet. Trying to get my cap. Let's just have those build. Okay. And I think we're going to end here. Next episode, I will... Oh, before I end, I want to mention that it's not producing the medicines just yet. It needs 6 population. So, next episode, I will put my fleet together. We will plop the fleet on my borders and start exploiting more planets and hopefully getting a level 4 planet before the AI. Doesn't look like... Jeez. You can see how good the AI is, even on normal, or how bad I am. So with that, join me next time. Talk to you soon.